Hey team, is Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing fantastic today. Got a great video with the Smaland here, and one of my favorite destroyers, probably one of the most powerful destroyers out there, just second to the Marceau. But before we begin, like, subscribe, bell button below. On our way to 1,300 subscribers. Ultimate goal is 2,000. We're going to give away a premium DD at 2,000 subscribers. That's a great goal, a great gift, and a way of showing appreciation to all those who supported the channel and watch us grow and are having a blast shooting ships, sailing ships, and just learning something at the same time, meanwhile having fun. But anyways, let's get right to the action. Smaland, let's talk about it. But well, before we begin, the look at the positioning here. This is the arms race kind of style map. As you can see, if you don't know what that is, it's just killing each other until the last man standing. And then also the center of the map appears a very circular point that you can hold, a kind of like one massive cap. And that's pretty much it. And you can see positioning-wise, I don't really think there is a strategy to positioning here other than stay together, stay alive, don't rush in and die. Because really, you could go to the flanks, you could go up the middle, you can kind of linger around. It really doesn't matter as much, but that's why I always like to talk about the initial position, because what is the position? It's the most crucial thing in the game. You cannot correct bad position. Basically, it just happens. You got to start off, you got to make the decision, go with it, and roll with it. So that's why I always include that at the very beginning of the video, so you can see where people are going and what you can do to get better. Let's talk about the Smaland real quick. The Smaland was a premium free XP destroyer, and I'm glad I got it when everybody on YouTube was saying you got to get it before it goes away. Saved up all the free XP, even had to trade in and cash in free XP just to make sure we got it. And it's probably, one of the most powerful DDs in the game, second to the Marceau in DPM, and really a monster, because it provides you with every single thing you can think of that you would want in a destroyer. If all destroyers were like the Smaland, this game would be a little bit more challenging, a little bit more fun, I would think, but also chaotic. But I think most destroyers need to have what the Smaland has. It has one of the best, I would say, AAs in the game that you can get. I mean, it's kind of like a Holland, really. Holland has way better AA, in my opinion, but Holland's awesome. But look at this. Okay, look, initial gunboat action right here. Black, we were supporting our Friesland right here, so the Friesland's going to go hydro up, smoke up, and continuously spot the black. We're going to provide gunpowder support, and you can see right here, I'm just kiting away. We lose our Friesland, but you know what? I'll pop my radar, and then here's exactly why the Smaland's so powerful. The black is now, actually, black has radar as well, and he's getting a taste of his own medicine. Another destroyer that has radar, and it's probably one of the most devastating things. But you know what? I like the fact I can shoot blind fire and hopefully get a nice lucky shot. And do I get the last kill here? Boom, there it is. Splash 1 RP back 40. Black goes down. That's always crucial to keep firing until the enemy or threat is gone. And we're going to go ahead and push out, and hopefully, well, actually, hold on, let's back up here and see if we can burn down the jump bar. Now, again, one of the coolest things besides AA is the gunpowder on the Smaland. It has one of the highest DPMs in the game. If you don't know what that is damage per minute. And really, just look how much with just 2 guns and the reload rate of about 1.2 seconds right here without any buffs yet. From the arms race game itself, just look how much firepower we're pumping down to the John Bart, and this thing really starts fires like a madman. I've got this out built out to a let's say a gunboat, a long range kind of build. I've actually later on you'll see the build of the Smaland I have for you in this game. I really sacrifice concealment. I've noticed right now concealment is just not a great perk to have anymore, because why? As a gunboat DD, I'm always firing, so I'm always visible. So honestly, the concealment doesn't really do me much while I'm in an engagement. And even I'm not really hunting DDs down. I'm not rushing into the caps anymore. And why? Because I used to think concealment, having the best concealment in the game would mean I would like look first, shoot first kind of mentality, right? But with today's meta, with CVs, with submarines, with other destroyers with radar, especially long-range cruiser radar, it's just not a viable tactic anymore. So honestly, I think it's a waste of a skill to have concealment now. And I've actually decided to go with other skills, whether it be swift and silent, gun brawl, fearless brawl, or whatever. And here we go, engaging our other sister ship, the Holland. And the Holland, I know I can outgun, so I can definitely take a Holland one-on-one any day. So we're gonna go ahead and rush the Holland right here, because I've analyzed the situation, I've looked around, and I noticed there are no other destroyers or threats in the game. So why not? Why not rush the Holland and see if we can go one-on-one? Again, I'm going to be talking through the video, talking about a lot of tactics. I know there's a couple videos out there that have been released and say, hey, what can I do to be a better destroyer player? And I'm always talking about, hey, I'm a DD main. Let's see how can we make others better at destroyer players. So let's see right here. Holland right now, we're going one-on-one. Our DPM definitely outmatches the Holland, and we're going to basically just charge it full blast. And I know my DPM can outmatch his heal and everything. And look at that. We are just melting the Holland right down, and boom, splash 2 RP back to port. He's second kill of the game. We have taken down 3 of their destroyers right there, 2 from us personally, and there's only 1 destroyer left. And now, I already did a video about this, but what's the name of the game? If you kill all of their destroyers, you favor your team in winning the match. And vice versa, I've also said, if you want to win the match, protect your destroyers. And you have a good destroyer player on your team, it is crucial and vital to not only boost morale, but also gives your team a lot of confidence, and also being able to hunt with ease, so as not to be torped or being hunted by a destroyer or submarine and so forth. So having a strong destroyer arsenal really complements the game. It helps out your cruisers and battleships. It alleviates the factor for them to have to worry about caps or even spotting other destroyers, and that's exactly why the Smaland does the job very well. So let's talk about more of it. It's got torpedoes. So look, if you can see right there, those torpedoes are going pretty quickly. I believe they're up to the 75 78, 80 knot range. Is not as fast as a Holland torpedoes, and you get less of them. There's only 8 of them, as you can see, but they are still pretty quick, and they still do some damage, and you can catch some DDs off guard and maybe, get a wallop and just, boom, take out a DD right then with nice torpedoes, and they can hit battleships and cruisers, but not with a big-as punch or impact, but they still do some kind of flooding and damage. So I'd rather have torpedoes than not, and they're really good for somebody that's rushing you. The only downside of the Smaland is it doesn't have smoke. Now, if it had smoke like the black, this thing would literally be OP. It would have every single aspect of the destroyer of the class that you would want in like essentially the black has this all. The black has smoke, radar. If it had better AA, it has gunpowder, it has torpedoes. So honestly, the black, if the black could be like the Smaland in a better way, tier 10 style, that would be an OP ship. But that's probably the fortunate thing they did, is they took away or did not add smoke to the European line and just gave it the gunpowder, the AA power, torpedo somewhat power. It's got an engine boost that gets it out of dodge. If you're in trouble, hit the engine boost and boom, you're going out of there. Now look at this. We got a buff right there. So we got a 1. I think that's a 1 point, almost 1.1, but 1.0 second reload. So 1 second reload, guys. And we're going to see if we can start a fire on this thing. So we're going to see the capabilities. Look at that. We're taking 1,400, 1,200 damage. Wow, almost 1,000 damage every second on the Vermont. So this is a very annoying thing. And look, the Vermont is actually shooting its salvo at us. And it takes a while for the Vermont to reload. So that's what you also want to do as a destroyer. You want to distract the other battleships so bad that they have to actually sacrifice their shot, their 1 30-second shot on you. And it's really very rare for them to hit you. But when they do it, as you can see right there, they did connect with us, but they are saving those shots for you, and it actually alleviates from them shooting your team. So you are a good wild weasel mission where you're taking shots, you're drawing fire so that the rest of your team can hunt with ease and not have to worry about getting shot at as well, while also preserving your team's health pool. So that's another thing. So the Smaland does everything superbly. As you can see right here, we're also shooting the Baltimore. Again, Baltimore's shooting at us when he could definitely shoot at somebody else. But you know what? We're a bigger threat to the entire battlefield right now than anybody else. And we're the only ones that can see us. So we're the loudest ship on the map, and that's what we're doing. And we're also an AA platform. Look at this. Taking on the Hornet. Hornet's a tier 8, so it's not too scary. So we're going to turn on our AA right there and blast every single one of those planes right out of the sky right there. There's a good demonstration of good AA of the Smaland. Again, Smaland very powerful in all aspects and all regards. So now we're going to go ahead and cap the center there. You can see the center cap is ooh, man, that was a lucky shot. I don't know how they did that. But yeah, the center cap right there, Alpha, we're just going to hold it and stay in the middle and just guard it. And we know that we pretty much have this game in the bag if we can just hold. And I don't think that their last destroyer is going to be able to challenge us one-on-one. So really, we are just going to spot for our team, hold the cap, gunboat anybody else, find out where that last destroyer is, and you pretty much have the game there. And I want to talk about some of the meta of what's going on lately. Really, I've noticed the game while we're waiting here holding the cap really is kind of stagnant right now. The rank season's kind of slow. Tier 9, yay, whoop-de-doo. You can get to steal here and there. But once you get to steal, it's kind of boring. And then right now, Brawls is just kind of winding down. Clan Battles hasn't started up yet, so really the only other game modes that you have is just randoms and really ranked maybe. But rank, I see, once you collect all your steel and so forth, it's I don't want to play it past the qualification because it's too stressful. Because when you start playing, ranked and you start getting up there in the qualification round, you got to get 5 wins in a row. I mean, it is very difficult to get 5 wins in a row and keep your star. And it's really frustrating when you get teams that really just don't listen, don't want to talk, don't play. You guys, I'm preaching to the choir. You guys understand what it's like today. So I really don't bother with that anymore. I'm really just focused on once you get the steal, I'm done. Let's go play randoms or do something like that. So let me know what you think about that. But right now, we're just seeing if we can just play randoms, have fun. I'm all about having fun, testing out new ships. I think one of the strongest ships I got right now is the Illinois Tier 9 Research Bureau Des Moines / battleship kind of style of, I guess you could say, hybrid, but it's really, really fun. And I've enjoyed it, and I think Tier 9 will be the next clan battle, so I've got all my Tier 9s ready to go. Ooh, here we go. We are getting spotted by the Chungmu, and I know the Chungmu doesn't have very good torpedoes against us, deep water only, so we have the advantage. We're just going to go ahead and gunboat this thing out because his guns are very slow, and boom, splash 3, RIP back to port. We've taken out the last destroyer right there, and what did I say the game is? It's all about killing all the destroyers and protecting your destroyers, and that is the third kill for us. We have eliminated the entire destroyer fleet on their team, and that's pretty much the game for us. And all we got to do is deal with this Venezia over here, and we pretty much have this game in the bag. But let me know what you guys think of the Smaland. Smaland, one of the most powerful destroyers in the game. Let me know what you think of the game. Anything new coming up, let us know. Comment in the comments below about anything you think we can do better. Excuse me, and what you'd like to see. And really, this is just the demonstration of, man, the Smaland is still king. It is still one of the best ships in the game. And I wish they would bring it back for some other people that I've known that want it and to try it out. But here we go. Oh, man, we couldn't get some shots on the Venezia, but that is the game in a nutshell. Hope you guys are doing well. The build will be at the very end, and I'll show you what I was talking about of how I'm sacrificing concealment. Number 1 in the team, Smaland right there. Powerful power destroyer. If your team leads the way, you lead the way, and that is how the cookie crumbles. So let's talk about the build. Once we get, let's see here. Yep, we did a lot of damage right there. Like, subscribe, bell button below. Appreciate all the support again. Getting up to 1,300 subscribers pretty quickly, and 2,000 is our goal for a premium DD giveaway. Here is our build right here. We got main gun, make sure the guns are safe, radar, extended radar, aiming, propulsion for speed, and stop starting is the best we can do. Concealment and reload rate is standard for a gunboat build. And again, the niche right there is the radar on the Smaland. You can get it out to a pretty long-lasting radar. But let's take a look at the commander build. Now, there's a commander build right there. So you can see a gun turreting traverse at the top there with incoming fire. So grease the gears, faster turning guns. I want incoming fire alerts. So if I know someone shoot at me, I either slam on the brakes, turn hard, or do something to juke the shot. Last stand, as always, to protect your gears and steering. And then here comes the bread and butter. We got survivability is a must for destroyers to maintain your health pool. Fearless Brawler for fast reload. Adrenaline Rush also for faster reload. And then, of course, you also need the last reloading as a main battery A specialist. And here's the bread and butter right here. The main battery A expert for long-range gunboating. So that's how you would do it. But let me know what you think of the build in the comments below. And until next time, you guys have a great day. Cheers.